Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Guess Those Other Guys. Star ratings, that's right. Dave Meltzer and the Wrestling Observer newsletter is back in the spotlight here on Friendo Club Wrestling, and I am in the hot seat.
I got 3 points last week.
Brings your grand total up to 4 for the season.
4. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Steve. There's no hot dog talk in this episode.
Man, if you guys haven't watched the last episode where Larson was in the hot seat, you got to do that now because Dave Meltzer talks about being on Glizzy Overdrive.
Yeah. Got the meat sweats from 12 inches of hot dog. It was as advertised.
As advertised, 12 inches of dog.
Oh, all right. Got 5 matches here, all WrestleMania matches. That's the only theme.
Yeah, okay.
Some good.
Okay.
Some bad.
Okay.
A lot in between.
Okay. All right.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Yes, I am.
Here we go. First match from WrestleMania 8 for the Intercontinental title. Bret Hart. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite Bret Hart matches, honestly.
Ooh.
Defeats Roddy Piper.
Ooh, okay.
To regain that Intercontinental title in 13 minutes, 50 seconds. This is what Dave had to say. Really good.
Really good.
They did an excellent job of getting their personalities over without turning either one. Hart bled a lot, which may have been accidental, but it did add a lot of drama to the match. The match build well before the ref bump. I think it's supposed to say built. Piper clotheslined Hart to the floor and gave him a good shot to the ring steps. Piper then brought the ring bell to the ring and paused forever, deciding whether or not to hit Hart with it, but eventually did, keeping him a strong baby face in the eventually didn't. Keep him a strong baby face in the eventual defeat. Piper then put on the sleeper. Hart kicked off the turnbuckle and fell backwards onto Piper for the pin. How many stars did Dave give this?
I'm sorry, how long was the match?
13 minutes and 50 seconds.
Okay, so it's not like a super long
But
match.
this is WrestleMania 8.
It's WrestleMania 8.
So not a long matches in that era of WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, he clearly likes, the work rate Bret Hart stuff. Said it was really, what was the first thing he said? It was really good?
Really good.
Really good. Really good to me, he said. And he likes Piper. I'm going to say he gave it, I don't know how high he would go back then. Bret Hart, really good.
I can confirm it is really good. It's like 2 matches, but like expertly put together.
All right.
Like a real technical match and then like a brawl. It's good.
I mean, I don't see him giving it less than 3 3/4. I'm going to go with 4 stars.
Should have went with 3 3/4 because it's actually 3.5 stars.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's really good for him? Okay.
For early 90s WWF?
I guess
yes.
so. Yeah, I guess so.
Let's stick with the early 90s WWF.
Okay.
WrestleMania 10. Which match do you think I'm going to quiz you on?
Bret versus Owen?
Wrong. Yokozuna versus Lex Luger.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yokozuna retained WWF title, beating Lex via DQ in 14 minutes, 40 seconds. Perfect was the guest ref for this match and played an expected role in the outcome. On the confidential run sheet before the show, this match was listed as being 25 minutes. For the record, the finishes weren't listed in the run sheet. The main event was listed as Yokozuna Luger winner versus Bret Hart, which shows just how much trouble they went through to keep the final result a secret.
What was the time on
the
this
final
match?
time was 14:40, but it was
listed as 25?
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Okay.
And thank God it didn't last that long.
Yeah.
This was one nerve hold after another by Yokozuna. Awful match. Luger made the comeback after nerve hold-a-mania by running Yokozuna into the unpadded turnbuckle. 3 clotheslines, body slam, and a forearm for the KO. Luger then brought Jim Cornette to the ring and beat up Fuji, then covered Yokozuna. Perfect wouldn't count the fall and kept checking on Fuji. Finally, Luger grabbed Perfect to count the fall, and Perfect DQ'd him. They did a post-match argument backstage. The finish was a total screw job, but at least they had a purpose, that being the only thing in the match with any redeeming social value. Although this didn't come across on television, apparently this match didn't have much crowd reaction and was filled with boring chants. How many stars did Dave give this one?
3/4 of a star.
You're on the board. You gave it half a star. You got a point.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Half a star.
Half a star for Steve, or for Luger and Yoko.
Next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 12.
Okay.
We're not going to talk the Iron Man match, though. We're going to talk about one of his, if not his last match in WWE during his
Undertaker,
run.
right?
Yeah, against Undertaker, WrestleMania 12.
All right.
So Undertaker defeated Mark Calloway, Pin, Diesel, Kevin Nash. 16 minutes, 46.
16 minutes for this match?
More than 16 minutes, 16:46.
Oh, my God.
Don't interrupt me. After a tombstone. The match was slow moving and didn't have much heat, but it was better than you'd expect considering who was involved. Diesel basically pounded Undertaker for most of the match. Finally, he used his jackknife, don't interrupt, but then smirked forever, allowing Undertaker to sit up.
That sounds very Kevin Nash.
He did it again, and then when he went for the pin, Undertaker grabbed him by the throat. Diesel used a back suplex, and Undertaker sat up again. Undertaker then finished Diesel off with a high-flying clothesline. Don't interrupt. A choke slam and the tombstone. How many stars did Dave give this match?
All right. Well, he said it was good considering who's in it. He has a floor of 2. I'm going to say he went 2.5.
So close. 2 1/4.
2 1/4.
So you get a point.
Oh, okay. I got a point
You're
there.
a quarter
Okay,
star
cool.
off.
All right. All right.
Let's move on ahead. WrestleMania 15. Shane McMahon versus I got everything I ever wanted.
I got everything I ever wanted.
Dealing with the X-Pac. Shane McMahon versus X-Pac. Shane won to retain the European title in 8 minutes and 41 seconds.
This is probably a bomb-ass match, too.
In the funniest spot, X-Pac hit 3 of Shane's friends at ringside with punches, and all 5 went down.
Whoa. Whoa. What?
So ringside for this match were Mean Street Posse
Okay.
and then Test.
Oh, okay.
So I think Shane, Mean Street Posse, and Test
I got you. Okay. Okay.
all went down. I think that's the idea. After Test interfered again, Shane went to the top. X-Pac swept his leg and he crushed himself on the top and was superplexed in the ring. Test saved the pin. Test went after X-Pac again, but he moved, and Test went into the steps. X-Pac came back with very good belt shots and kicks. Shane took a real believable bump from a spin kick into the corner. Shane missed a Bronco Bumper. Buster. And X-Pac laid out Test. Triple H and Chyna ran out. After X-Pac used the X Factor, Shane was dealing with the X Factor. On Shane, Triple H ran in while Chyna distracted the ref. Triple H gave X-Pac the pedigree, allowing Shane to win and keep the title. The Outlaws came out, but Triple H and Test were laying them out until Kane's music played and everyone scattered. How many stars did Dave give this match?
What a mess of a match there. I remember seeing the finish of this relatively recently. He didn't say he hated on it. I'm going to say he gave it...
I think generally he likes X-Pac's work.
I'm going to say he gave it 3 1/4.
A little high. 2 3/4.
I was close to going there.
Final match. Are you ready?
Last match.
You have, what, 1 point?
I got 2 points.
2 points. Sorry, I didn't mean to short you a point there.
I'm up on you by 1 right now.
by 1.
Yeah.
Let's go to WrestleMania 2000. I was there live in person for this one.
Larson was there for
Not a good WrestleMania.
Larson versus Glizzy, 5 stars.
You know, I didn't have a hot dog. I remember I got like a cheesesteak type deal, but obviously no cheese because I don't need cheese.
Yeah, right.
Hardcore Battle Royal, WrestleMania 2000. Ultimately won by Bob Holly.
Okay.
Wound up holding the prestigious hardcore title that changed hands 10 times in the 15-minute long 13-man free-for-all. The match had little heat, and you could only watch so much of broiler pan, road sign, and garbage can lid shots, some of which were really stiff and resulted in some legitimate bumps on people's noggins later that day, and some of which looked like backyard play wrestling without it being redundant, even with Crash and Gas doing major league blade jobs and the frequent falls. Taz immediately got this is the finish. Taz immediately got the choke on Crash, and it looked as if they were going to the finish where Crash would go out, but kept the title as the time limit expired. Just before that, Bob came in and hit Crash with a glass cookie jar and covered him. Ref Tim White counted to 2. Crash may have rolled his shoulder, but definitely didn't kick out, and the bell rang. The announcers acted as if Crash won because that would be the logical conclusion. It was then announced that somehow Bob actually pinned him. We don't have complete details as to what happened other than Bob was supposed to win based on what we'd been told the day before, and that the finish didn't go down exactly as planned. On the finish, some of the glass got in Taz's eye.
Oh, God.
Although he sold it at the finish more than it really was, most of the glass came out, and fortunately for him, none cut the eyeball. One small piece of the glass had to be taken out of his eye. How many stars did Dave give this
What
match?
an absolute mess. How long would this thing go?
15 minutes.
just an absolute mess. I don't know. What does he usually say about messes like that?
It's all over the board because sometimes he finds them really entertaining.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is going to be one of those where it's like, I'm going to go low. Excuse me. I'm going to go low. But it could be one where like, it seemed like he didn't like it at all, but it could be like 3 stars. I don't care. I'm going to go 1 3/4.
Half a star.
Half a star.
Half a star.
All right. I probably should have just gone for mess. Yeah, I would not have gone that low. Like the lowest I was thinking was like 1.5. That was like the lowest.
You got a bit of star off then.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so I'm up on you by 1. My lead has been cut after these last 2 episodes. Larson, you're gaining ground on me. I feel like your mojo might be coming back. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling great. Feeling wonderful. No, I could use hot dog.
Time for 12 inches of glizzy.